Hello everybody, welcome back to Sector 1. We are here tonight for some Category 1 racing action around all states and villages.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, oh. And this is just the beginning, I need a big change, only feels like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things. But what you gonna do for it, how you gonna move for it, what you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? Let's go! Hey!
Hello everybody, welcome back to Sector 1.
He goes second two! Oh my goodness!
Geez, you went wide.
Oh, he's run wide and goes dead!
Oh my!
Oh no! No! You can't do that!
You see that steering wrist and put that nerves.
Fuzzy is somehow keeping it on the track surface! The spectacular drive, and he will take his first win in the top flight of Sector 1.
Hello everybody, we are back for Sector 1 Sim Racing, the S1 Apex Series. We're here tonight for Round 2, Category 2 here at Interlagos. My name is Lenosis, and joining me in the commentary box tonight is a new race director. It is, of course, Thunder Artsy. How are we doing tonight, Artsy?
Good evening, everyone. I'm doing all right. A little bit nervous, but feel a little out of place. I heard a whisper that Carbon Boy was going to leave the back door unlocked, and I've snuck my way into the commentary box. So we'll see how we go.
Yeah, absolutely. It should be a great night of racing here tonight. I'm looking forward to the racing on offer. We will be started momentarily with the Category 2B Adelaide Ceramic Coatings racing group. Now, because we had the sprint round first up in the season, featuring a lot of points on offer due to the sprint allocations for the first race, we do actually have quite a jumble in who's turned up this evening in Group B compared to Group A. There's been a lot of reshuffling. So we'll just have a quick look at the points so I can show you what I'm talking about. We have 5 drivers whose names have switched around from Group A and Group B. So leading the way after a perfect clean sweep of round 1, we do have the boss for Blacklight Motorsport. He leads the way on a full 44 points. Second place, we have Bumcrack after a great showing at Watkins Glen. Rudsey takes a great podium at Watkins Glen, and he'll be lining up as a 3rd seed into tonight's Group A race. Kincaid, your driver there, Artsy, he's 4th at the moment. Grovel, P5 for Doghouse, Revs P6 for Dadson, Greg 7th for Symmetry, Black Project P8 for Kraken, Super Fun Happy 9th for Hooncorp, 10th is Madrick for Black Rose, 11th is Daz for Doghouse Motorsport, 12th is Keza for Brocky 05 Sim Racing, 13th is Carbon Boy, VF is also 14th, and on the same number of points as those two is Renegade, but due to the tiebreaker, he will be starting from Group B tonight. Blind Man is 16th, 17th is Aussie Psycho, Cruisin 18th, Good Doc 19th, Kill on Loose 20th, Malevolent 1 21st, 22nd is Wartime 23rd, Debrev. Next is Laminator, Prua, Archangel and Budsy. Courtesy of missing the first round, he is currently on 0 points and last in the championship. So racing in Group B, he'll be sure to get himself back up into that Group A as quick as possible. So yeah, definitely a lot of shuffling from round one. I think we've got 10 drivers in the lobby at the moment. I'm not too sure how many we are supposed to have, as we have a couple away. I don't think we're going to get our hopes up for either Prua or Killer, as I believe they are at Sandown this weekend, so they will not be home to race tonight. But yeah, what are your immediate thoughts on the standings at the moment there, Artsy?
Well, it's early days in the season, and we've had a few people have a bit of a nightmare in round one, and we've had a few miss rounds. So we'll definitely see a few changes in the divisions over this next couple of rounds. Particularly, we'll look to see Budsy right up the front tonight, I'd suspect. But we should have some quite a lot of close racing, I'd expect here. So this is apparently one of the tracks that PD used to set the balance of performance for the cars. So they're all pretty good, but in some of the pre-season testing with Heafy and some of my other teammates, we found the Peugeot to be really, really good here and really good on fuel. So it might bring a few different strategy options into play, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to be very interesting. I think some cars can do the two-stop, some can also do the one. So I think strategy is really going to keep us on our toes. We'll just have a quick look at the team standings. We'll just brush past these really quick. So Blacklight Motorsports leads the way, Thunder Motorsports second, Brocky 05 Sim Racing third, then followed by Kraken, Dadson, Black Rose Racing, Doghouse Motorsport, Hoon Corp Motorsport, Symmetry Motorsport, Lightning Motorsport, GMCO Racing, APR Motorsport, CP Motorsport, and Zero Turn is currently the last team in the standings. But yeah, we'll just have a look at the strategy quickly as well before we get started for tonight, because yeah, there's a little bit to look at, a little bit to unpack here. So of course we are at the Interlagos circuit, 4.309 kilometers, 15 turns, and the drivers will have the soft and medium compounds. They have to use both compounds tonight. So that leaves us with two possible strategies over the 30 laps that we have for tonight's race. Either the two-stop, the soft, medium, or I have made a slight error with the graphic. It is supposed to be a soft to medium. I apologise. It currently says soft, but just imagine that second soft compound tyre there to be a medium. And fuel's going to last about half the race for these guys, so it really is going to be a tyre race more than a fuel race. So very interesting to see how things play out here tonight, isn't it, Artsy?
Yeah, it should be interesting to see the strategies, and in particular the crossover of the one and the two stop, and who does a bit of fuel saving during those first two stints to capitalise on a shorter stop perhaps right at the end. So it'll be really interesting to see. I think the race really doesn't completely start until about lap 22, I'd say, and then it'll be on for young and old.
Yeah, absolutely. So interesting to note from last round, we are back to the standard tyre and fuel multipliers tonight. So 3 times tyre usage, 4 times fuel usage with a 3 litre per second refuel rate. As per, it will be a 10-minute qualifying session at 50% fuel and followed by a 30-lap race. So the time is 6:30. I say we're just about ready to get started for our Adelaide Ceramic Coatings Category 2B qualifying session. What do you think, Arcy?
We're ready. Let's kick it off.
Cool. I believe... Oh, we do have 12 drivers in the lobby.
We have all 12 in.
So, what colour have you painted the button tonight, Artsy?
It's a bright chrome. We haven't added any paint yet, but it's still fresh out of the box.
Yeah, that's good. All right, we're about to get started for the Adelaide Ceramic Coatings Category 2B qualifying session, and we are underway. As the first few drivers do make their way out onto the track. I believe the Good Doc does currently have the medium compound tyre on his car, which is rather interesting choice for this qualifying session, but we continue
Suboptimal,
on.
you might say.
Yeah. As they head out onto track, Budsy will be the first driver to head out onto the track this evening, closely followed by Blind Man for GMCO. Killer on the loose, so there's a bit of a question mark over him for tonight, but he's made his way out onto the track, which is great to see in the Lightning Peugeot, which Artsy had said before, the Peugeot looking like a very strong car for tonight, so definitely watch out for them. Cruising out on track in the zero-turn car as he makes his way around the Titan Technical middle sector here at Interlagos. We have Archangel in the Century Motorsports car once again in the McLaren. Good Doc, he's picked up a half-second penalty somewhere. Now, that is one thing about this track. I know me personally, after last week at Watkins Glen, I'm not a fan of the in-game penalty system. And Interlagos is another one of these tracks where the penalties do bite you hard. If you go off at the wrong point, oh, there's a big slide from Good Doc there. But yeah, the penalties do bite you hard, and it has a massive impact on your race, especially with the tight fields that we have here at Sector 1.
It does hurt, having experienced a few last week.
Yeah. As Good Doc does return to the pit lane to change out the medium compounds for some soft. Laminator, the next driver out on track in the Lightning Motorsports colours. Malevolent One, he's your driver, isn't he, Artsy, in the black and pink McLaren?
He does like it here at Interlagos. It's one of his favourite tracks. He's a good guy. He hasn't had much seat time this year. He's had a few injuries, but he's in the seat tonight and looking to set his best result of the season. So Malevolent for the podium for me. I think you can have a good result.
Yeah, I mean, he proved to us last week that he is worthy of racing in that category to a field. However, he just had a couple of... he just had some issues in the race 1, and he disconnected.
He had a disconnect, yeah.
Yeah, and that lost out
Mechanical.
a lot of valuable points, yeah. Which... he then showed up for race number 2 and got some good points on the board for the team. As the first few laps will be coming in a moment's time. Budsy will be the first to test the stopwatch. And it's a 1:31.5. That is cooking. That is a fast lap to start things off. He's already put half a second on Blind Man. Wow. And the next best car is currently Killer on the Loose, who is a second and a half down on those guys. Wow. As Laminator goes P3, that's a good lap from him. Next few laps come in. Malevolent One goes to P4. He'll be happy with that. That's a good lap from him so far. Dobrev, he sets a 1:34.2, which puts him P7. As Wartime goes P8. So yeah, definitely this qualifying session starting to kick off. I think that's a massive lap from Budsy. That's close to Div 2 time, Category 1B time. And due to that, well, we do know that Budsy, he can operate at Category 1 pace, but he's never been able to clinch the title just yet. Last season, of course, having that unfortunate disconnect at Alsace, which stripped away his chances of the title. But yeah, after missing the first round this season, he finds himself in Group B. And can he make an impact on this field? That's the big question. He's about to complete his second flying lap. What can he do as he approaches the line? Oh no, he peels into the pits.
Wow.
Yeah. So does Blind Man. So we're approaching the halfway mark of this session. So I think a lot of these guys, they're going to be jumping in for some new set of tyres unless they're significantly up on their times, which a couple of these guys are. Killer goes P6, Cruisin goes P4. Laminator doesn't improve, so he's gone around again without improving. That's interesting. Malevolent One to P4. That's a good lap by him. Holds his P4 as we head into the second half of this qualifying session. Wartime for Brocchio 5 Sim Racing. He goes P5 in the Porsche. As despite at the start being quite a way off these guys, they're slowly reeling their way back into the top two at the moment, who are well and truly Group A standard. I mean, Blind Man, we haven't spoken much about him, but last week at Watkins Glen, he did make a strategical error. He took a pit stop in the first race and was never able to fully recover in race number 2. So potentially a bit of confusion over compulsory tyres in that one. It was supposed to be a flag-to-flag sprint. But yeah, due to that mistake, he finds himself in Group B for tonight.
Killer's on a good lap, up 7/10 almost on his personal best.
Oh, let's see what he can do on the run down to the finish line, out of the final corner. Is he going to pit? I think being that much up on your time, you've got to take the flag. Let's see what he can do. Oh, it goes to P3. That's a great lap by the Lightning Motorsport driver. Great stuff. As the other Lightning car does peel into the pits. Laminator, P4 currently, gets pit by his teammate by 2/10. Aussie Psycho. He was looking so strong in Group A last week, but then had an incident which wasn't entirely his fault. It initially looked like a lag incident with cruising, but the stewards, they have come out and they've said that if your internet connection isn't up to scratch, then it means that you will be found at fault for an incident. And Cruisin was the driver that got pinged for that incident. 5 penalty points added to his license and his championship standings. But yeah, what that does mean is that Aussie Psycho loses out on a massive bunch of points and finds himself down here in Group B. So he's looking to have a brilliant race here once again. There's Budsy up to the top half of the circuit through this tight and technical middle sector, trying to keep the car pointed in. Up the hill now. Looking very tidy so far for the number 76 car. Down the hill now through the sweeper. And he is down by 2/10. So I don't think we are going to see an improvement on this lap. There is only 2 minutes left in this qualifying session. So we are going to see potentially a couple more laps dropping by these guys, but how much time will they save? This is the time where they're going to be at low fuel loads, just a couple of percent in the car.
Wartime up to P4.
Oh, great lap by the Brocky driver. He'll be very happy with that. Last week, Wartime, he jumped up to Group A, but it wasn't a race to be for him, and he finds himself back down here in Group B. Can he put in a good performance and find himself back up the grid into Group A once again? We'll have to wait and see. P4, not too shabby of a place to start for him either. As Renegade does improve, but he does only go P9 with that one. As we are following along with Blind Man at the moment into this second sector now. That Ferrari just looking all sorts of slidey. Now, me personally, I don't like the way the Ferrari drives. It's not a very jump in and set quick lap sort of car. It's a car that you have to get used to. And I don't really like the way it slides about, but some drivers, they love that aggression in the car. So Blind Man, he's up by 2/10, gets a good exit up the hill now, using all the power of that 458 Ferrari. Can he find half a second? Can he find 3/10 in this final sector? On the run down to the line, how close is he going to get? He's going to get real close. Oh, he finds another 10.
2/10 off. It's a good lap.
And he is going to get another lap here. Cruising. Goes to P6. He'll be happy with that one. As the next few laps are coming in. I don't think we're seeing any improvements. Good Doc, he does improve. 2P11. So Renegade will be the next driver. Sorry, it will be Budsy, then Renegade. So we just saw Malevolent 1 go to P7. No improvement from Budsy. Renegade improves, but not in position. Aussie Psycho will be starting from P8. I think we've only got a couple more drivers out on track. Killer on the Loose will be the next driver as he rounds the final corner up the hill. What can he do as he approaches the finish line? To take the checkered flag, he doesn't improve. So Budsy, he's close behind Wartime here as they head towards the line. He needs to find something. No, he's well and truly down. Okay. And Blind Man 2, I believe, is going rather slow. So I believe that is everyone. We have Cruisin left, but he is not going to set a representative lap here. And I believe the only driver that we do have left is Blind Man, who he's going to get a bit of a look at me lap here. I believe the way he's driving, it's like he's already completed the session, but I do believe he did get across the line to get another lap. Is he out of fuel, perhaps?
He may be.
Well, he's going to cross the line anyway. And we'll just have a quick look at our qualifying results brought to you by Adelaide Ceramic Coatings. And here is how they will be lining up in a moment's time. So Budsy takes P1 with a 31.5. Blind Man will line up alongside with a 31.7, 0.2 astray. Then we jump back 3/4 of a second to Killer on the Loose, who will be starting from the second row of the grid alongside Wartime, Laminator, Cruisin, Malevolent 1, Aussie Psycho. We then have Renegade, Archangel, Good Doc, and Dobrev completes the 12 for tonight. So definitely an interesting qualifying session. Yeah, I mean, there's very clear... there's some very clear drivers up the top with some great competition. I mean, Budsy and Blind Man. It's hard to bet against them in tonight's race. Isn't that right, Artsy?
Yeah, it's going to be a good battle. Only 2/10 between them, and they've got a lot of pace. So it'll be interesting to see what strategies they decide to start the race with. Whether they start on the same compounds or they do something different. But that battle in the middle of the pack is going to be really interesting. You look from 4th to 8th. There's not even 2/10 between them, so should be a really interesting mid-pack battle.
Yeah. As you said, like, figuring out who is on what strategy and what tyres they've gone at the race start, it's really going to have a massive impact on this race. Whether some people opt for the quick start on the softs or they go for the mediums, the conservative mediums. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But it'll definitely be an interesting one to watch. But we'll just, when we get underway in a moment's time, we will let you all know exactly what compound of tyre these drivers are on. So I think if we're just speculating right now, I'm not saying that drivers can't do either of the strategies, whether that's the 2-stop or the 1-stop, but I think the Ferrari may be out of the question for the 1-stop. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I think it's going to be significantly more difficult than the other 3 options. I think
much less enjoyable as well, I would say.
I think the Porsche is probably going to struggle for the 1-stop, but I think definitely the RCZ and the McLaren are the 2 to watch here tonight. So will we see Budsy do a flag-to-flag P1 finish with the fastest lap, or will we see somebody like Killer on the Loose or Wartime come through the ranks to steal a podium in the end there? We'll have to wait and see. We're not far away from starting, but I just wanted to say hello to everybody in the chat this evening who joins us for this Category 2 race at Interlagos. We have Revs in the chat, Archangel, Bumcrack. We have Bill in the chat, Heafy, Foss, Greggs. Thanks for joining us all tonight, guys. It's great to have you all with us tonight. So we also have Mitchell Guilford in the chat, The Stranger, Deborah Fish, Laminator. Thanks for joining us all tonight, guys. If you haven't already, make sure to smash that like button. Helps us out massively over here on the YouTube side of things. So, yeah, we're just not far away from starting things off here tonight. I think we are just waiting. We're just giving the drivers a little bit of time to sort out their tyres, and before we get started, we are scheduled to start at 6:50. So for the first time, if ever, we are actually behind or ahead of schedule. Who would have
Fantastic.
thought that? First time for everything here at Sector 1. We've been very punctual here tonight, haven't we, Artsy?
We have. I've got to do things right. If I do one thing right, it's got to be on time. Do you have any podium predictions in the chat?
Yeah, make sure to
any smokies? Get your predictions in.
Yeah, I think it's hard to go against Budsy and Blind Man coming into this one. They're looking very strong, and I think they're definitely Group A quality drivers, and to find themselves down here, it's they're just gonna. I'm not going to say they're going to whitewash the field, but it can get ugly. But at least there's two of them, so they're going to have a good battle for us. I think it's the best case scenario. I think my one to watch is going to be Aussie Psycho. He did really well in Group A up until the incident with cruising last time out at Watkins Glen. So to qualify down in P8, I think he has a lot left in the tank. And the other Ferrari on the grid tonight, which is his teammate Blind Man, I think it's going to be a big one between these two. I think Aussie Psycho, he is going to be able to climb his way through the field. And yeah, potentially talking about a top 5 podium to get himself back up in Group A. Yeah, that's my one to watch for tonight, Aussie Psycho.
I like cruising myself, having kept an eye on him in qualifying. He had a lot of consistency there in his lap times, and probably out for a bit of redemption after copping a little bit of a penalty in round 1. So I think cruising could be a smoky for the podium tonight as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Apparently he has got a new modem. So hopefully his connection issues are sorted as we head into this one. Which is great news for Cruisin', to be honest. Which means that he should be nice and clean and no lag-induced incidents for him tonight. So what do you say we get things started here tonight, Artsy? I say we jump straight in.
Let's kick it off.
For the 30-lap race we have around Interlagos here tonight. As the big chrome button has been pushed. Alrighty, as the drivers head to the track. So they are lined up and waiting. Budsy will lead the field away into the first turn. As the rolling start procedure begins. As we are about to go racing. And we do, as they barrel down towards the first turn here tonight at Interlagos. And who's it going to be into the first turn? Budsy, I think he's done enough. Stays ahead of the rest of the field. Do we see any movement behind? I don't think so. Single file for the most part as they head down through turn 2 and turn 3 onto the back straight. Very good overtaking opportunity. Down into turn 4 here. Do we see anybody peel to the inside? I think we see Laminator in the background. Throws it down the inside of Wartime. Does he get it done? They're banging doors on the apexes. Oh, I think Laminator is just going to go on by. And he does just about. As we see Cruisin' trying to come back through on Laminator. Oh, as Laminator runs wide. We're Cruisin', he's going to duck on by down the inside. Oh, there's a bit of contact between Laminator and Cruisin there, but that checks up Laminator, and it means that Wartime is going to fly on by. So's Malevolent One. And Laminator, he got checked up, and now he's down in P7, looking for a move around the outside of Malevolent One, but I don't think it's going to open up for him. Back up front, Budsy. He's only got Blind Man by 3.5 tenths. As they head round the final corner onto the backstretch up the hill. Wow, what an action-packed first lap we had there. As they cross the line, Budsy. Is he going to have to defend? No, I think he's got enough of a gap on Blind Man for now. As they head through the center S's. Very, very interesting situation at the moment. As you see, Blind Man still well within that slipstream range. Is he able to get it done this time? I don't think so. Oh, that gap went up a little bit. Was that potentially a lift and coast for Blind Man? Oh, it's Cruisin, a huge slide. Manages to hold on to it. Wow.
Cruisin currently the only person in the field on softs as well, so he could be very active in the next few laps.
Yeah. We'll see if we can catch that on the LJ Media Action replay as... Oh no, our replay is not working. So we do not have that for this race. We'll get that sorted for the next race. But as it stands, Cruisin, he's sitting up behind Killer on the Loose. He's on a charge on the early stages of this race. So that makes you wonder, if Cruisin is the only driver in the field who is on the soft compound tyre, what strategies are these guys going for? Are the Ferraris going for the one stop?
It's very interesting, isn't it?
Or is it that all these guys except for Cruisin are thinking, on the high fuel load, let's get this out of the way, as Cruisin does set the fastest lap of the race, as he tries to throw it down the inside of Kill on the Loose. Couldn't quite open it up for him. But yeah, could it just be that these guys, they're saying, let's just get the harder compound tyre out of the way, and we'll finish the second half of the race strong on the softs, on the lower fuel loads. Oh, as we see Kill on the Loose down the inside of Blind Man. I think once again, Blind Man, he just lifted and coasted into turn 4, and then Killer, he caught him with his pants around his ankles there and just threw it down the inside. Up into P2 for Killer. Blind Man gets sent down the order to P3. Cruisin looking very racy. Could we see a move from Cruisin on Killer on Blind Man? As we see Malevolent One tries to go down the inside of Wartime. Wartime keeps his foot in it, but I think Malevolent One is just going to get a car width in front, and he does. And he's up in a P5. Wartime holds on to P6 for now. Laminator. Oh, as we see somebody clipping the grass. Oh my goodness. That was almost bad for, I believe that was Renegade, who ran deep and clipped the grass on entry. That could have been really bad for him, but these guys continue on. Budsy, outside of slipstream range of Killer on the Loose, but he gets a poor exit, and now Killer's coming back at him. He's within slipstream range crucially, but Blind Man is there. Cruisin down the inside. Can he get it done? Late on the brakes.
Oh.
Blind Man, oh, he almost runs up the back of Killer. Oh, but he gets the move done. I thought Blind Man might have been able to keep it around the outside for a second there, as we see another move in the background between the Jamco and the Hooncorp Esports car of Aussie Psycho and Renegade. And it looks like Aussie Psycho is going to get by. And now Archangel, he's staring at the rear bumper of Renegade as they head down towards turn 4. Does he throw it down the inside? He shows the nose. Runs a little bit deep there, but comes back for a nice late apex there, Archangel. Down the hill now, into this middle sector. You'd think it would be mostly single file through here, but the cambered corners on some of them, it really invites people to go 2 by 2.
Well, Cruisin's got a good run around the outside. Will he dive in the hairpin?
Oh,
yes.
Just about gets it done there, Cruisin. and he's up in a P2 on the soft compound tyre. So Cruzen has had an absolute go at it in this opening stint. He's already up 4 spots. So I think it's hard to speculate strategy at this point of the race, but if Cruzen is going pedal to the metal at this stage of the race, I think it's sort of writing his name in the sand that he's going to be going for the 2-stop. Now, based off a little bit of testing, on paper, theoretically, without traffic, the 2-stop is roughly 5 seconds slower, but that does vary depending on the car. So I think, I don't know where the Porsche stands on that scale, but in the grand scheme of things, that 5 seconds over a race distance, it's not going to mean a great world, especially when you bring traffic into things. If somebody gets stuck behind someone for the entire first stint of the one-stop strategy, it's really going to change those numbers, skew them massively. But yeah, I think both the 2-stop and the 1-stop are a chance here tonight. So Cruzen, 8 tenths, 7 tenths behind Budsy at the moment. Can he get himself up into the lead of the race before the end of this stint? He's already 5 laps in, so his tyres are going to be second-hand, you would guess. Perhaps. As, yeah, I mean, with the 2-stop, you're probably looking at a 9, 9, 12, perhaps, for a lot of these guys, or maybe extending that soft stint out to a 10 or 11. But by now, I think Cruzen's tyres, they won't be the best, but they've still got plenty of life in them, and he's still coming at Budsy. Half a second at the moment. He's got the run on him. Can he go for the move? He does set the fastest lap of the race, a 33.1. Slipstream assisted. Round the S's now. And down towards turn 4, down this long back straight. 2 massive straights into heavy braking zones. It's a recipe for overtaking. As we see Cruzen, he gives up a little bit of time, couple of tenths of a second to Budsy. Could this be start of the crossover point for the soft and medium compound, or is Budsy just wanting to retain his lead and putting his foot down a little more? As this is the sector where the soft compound tyres is really going to show their worth. Tight and technical, slow speed corners. Really, you're really going to see the front end of the Porsche really scrub about on the medium compound tyres, whereas the softs, they're just going to dig in and they're going to give that extra bit of front end grip. As Cruzen, he didn't close up as much as I thought he would. Still about 8 tenths. So I reckon we jump straight into a API Automotive Tyre and Fuel update. What do you reckon, Artsy?
I was just about to suggest, and one of the things that's very interesting so far is that the Ferrari of Blindman, who you almost wrote off as not really a chance at a one-stopper, he's looking by far the best on fuel at the moment. A lot of lift and coasting on his part and some short shifting, so maybe Blindman's looking for that one-stop strategy. The rest of the field are all quite similar on fuel. Budsy is doing quite well, but the others are all really going quite aggressive and probably looking at a 2-stop strategy, I'd say.
Very interesting. Thanks for that, Artsy. APR Automotive, you're in safe hands as they head down through this tight technical middle sector once again. As Blindman, he does manage to get by Killer on the loose, I assume at the top of the track, turn 4. But at the moment, he's 3 seconds off Cruzen, so Killer is really, I think he's tried to save and conserve a little bit, and it's just caused him to drop the two of them back a little bit. Definitely a we're approaching the spicy bit of the race. because from about now over the next 5 laps, we're going to see people starting to pull the trigger and peel into the pits.
Yeah, cruising softs are starting to look a bit average, a little bit beyond halfway gone on his front right, so I'd say he'd be in the next couple of laps.
When we look back up to Budsy, that gap, it's almost double since last time we saw it. So I think, yeah, as you said, I think the crossover period between these soft and mediums has really fallen into place now. Cruising just struggling for a bit of grip on those soft compound tyres. So we see Blind Man, he's catching up to the back as well. He's only 2.4 behind Cruiser now, so that's 6/10 on the last lap that he's chased down. So this is a pretty admirable effort by Blind Man at the moment. As we have a little look further down the order, so we haven't really given the spotlight to these guys further down the order just yet. So, little update here, Laminator and Wartime P6, P7, Renegades P8. So these guys have all moved up a position. So Archangels P9, Good Dog P10, Debrev 11th, and Aussie Psycho is down to 12th place. So, on that last lap, a 141. So has he made a mistake on that last lap? I have a feeling he may have done so. It's a very slow lap. Let's see what he sets on this lap. It's looking a lot more normal. Still a 35 though, which is sort of close to on par of what he can do. So Budsy, if you had any doubt that he was on a charge, on lap number 7, so a lap and a bit ago, he set his personal quickest lap of the race. So I think seeing Cruisin' fast approaching, it definitely turned something in Budsy's mind, and now he's put the foot down, but seeing that gap open back up again, is he starting to just lift off and just let the tyres and fuel conserve themselves a little bit?
And Killer on the loose is really starting to recover from his rough start to the race. He's just set a couple of purple sectors and he's moved up to 4th, and I think he's definitely got into the groove and found his pace now, so I think he'll be moving towards the front.
Yeah, I mean, he retained his P3 at the start, but now this second part of the stint, he's just lost a little bit of time to Blind Man, and it seems like he's almost falling back into the clutches of Malevolent One. 2.9 between them at the moment. Just stuff to think about in this race, as we see Debrev serving a penalty. As the gap between Budsy and Cruisin' at the moment, 2.2. So Cruisin' does have the...
He's really punishing those tyres. He's 10 laps so far on the softs. He's taken them all the way.
I mean, seeing what he just did at turn 4, running very, very sideways, it's no surprise that those tyres are looking a little bit second-hand. As he's only 1 second ahead of Blind Man at the moment. So those soft compound tyres, they're really coming back to bite him at this stage of the race. He was looking quite good at the start. But
he's
then you
down
think...
1.5 on his best this lap. I think he should be on his way in for a fresh set of tyres, I'd say. Unless he's doing the reverse one stop. He might be doing the 13 or 14 laps on the softs. No, as I say that, he's into the pits.
Definitely makes the call. I think that was necessary. He was just bleeding way too much time. Now as it stands, We have Budsy ahead of Blind Man, ahead of Killer. For your podium. I think, yeah. I think really that just shows that the only person on this one-stop strategy at the moment is Cruisin'. But I don't know. I just don't, unless somebody pits on lap 11, I don't really see anybody else feeling the pressure to come in. If they've come this far, you think, well, they might as well just go the extra 4 laps, you know?
Yeah, you'll definitely see most of the medium runners stop around lap 14, I'd say.
Yeah.
Unless Blind Man can push it. He's still got just under half a tank, so he can definitely do the one stop.
See, even though technically we have upped the fuel multiplier for season 11 in terms of refuel rate, it still isn't the quickest. So these guys, they do have to worry about fuel and the amount of time they'll make up in the pits with the fuel conservation. It really does make an impact in the long run. So we're just riding on board with the Renegade at the moment as he's trying to chase down the Brocchio 5 sim racing car of Wartime. Currently a second between these guys. As Aussie Psycho is made up a position on Dobrev now. So now the question is, if Cruisin' is on the 2-stop, which he most certainly is, he is not doing a 20-lap stint. I think he's put softs on anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is he on the softs?
He's on
or the
mediums.
Okay.
So he has filled partially, but enough to get the lifetime out of the mediums to put himself back on softs for the finish. But yeah, interesting strategy. Softs first, and then a nice long medium stint in the middle with no traffic around, so he can just get into a rhythm and tick the laps over.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so apparently, just reading the chat. Yeah, so somebody pointed out that there wasn't often the last sector, and I believe that was for Aussie Psycho, who slipped up on lap number 7, I believe. So we're just watching these guys at the moment. The race is sort of stagnated at the moment. We're not really seeing much drama, but there's a nice battle going on here between Archangel and the Good Doc. They head through the first turn now. Will we see a little bit of argy-bargy as they head down towards the turn 4 on this Interlagos track? As Archangel's actually set a personal best through that first sector there. As he runs a little wide, that might leave him a bit vulnerable to Good Doc. But Good Doc, hasn't got the best of exits out of there either. So these guys heading down towards the Titan Technical middle sector. As the position they're currently in, P8 and P9, that's still pretty respectable, it must be said. Yes, they are 22 seconds off the lead at the moment, but as Archangel, he has a massive moment, and that brings Good Doc right up underneath his rear wing. Does he throw one down the inside? That Symmetry McLaren is looking so unstable. Up the hill they go. Good Doc looking left, looking right, trying to find a way through. Will he find the position? Trying to pick his time to go. And he peels to the inside. Can he get it done? Down towards the first turn. Archangel tries to hang it around the outside, but Good Doc runs deep, looking for the switchback. Has the inside line once again. And Good Doc, he's going to sweep on by up into P8. But I don't think this battle is over just yet, as Archangel is coming back at him. He's going to be close enough. Does Good Doc defend? Archangel shows the nose, slams on the brakes, peels down the inside. Good Doc looking for the switchback. Archangel parks it on the apex. Down the hill now. Archangel defends P8 for now. Good Doc still trying to stay within touching distance. Up the hill now. Good Doc currently 7/10 away from Archangel. So these guys are a while behind Renegade ahead, who is 8.9, almost 9 seconds now ahead of these guys. So lap 14, we see some guys starting to pit. Malevolent one, the first one into the pits.
Yeah, the other cars in the top 5 were looking pretty solid on fuel, so I dare say we will see a good mix of 1 stop versus 2 stops. Particularly the Ferrari, surprisingly, of Blindman is going to be comfortably on a 1 stop for fuel. So he's got a lot more fuel in the tank than Budsy. So I dare say we might see that gap close right up when they come into pit.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting. I mean, Blindman, he definitely had a very conservative first stint. We saw him lifting and coasting from lap 1 of the race. So I think, yeah, we're just going to monitor this situation, see how things go. We are at the exact halfway point of the race, so will we see a move from Budsy? Will he go into the pit lane on this lap, or will he stretch it out to 16 laps? As Dobrev has also made his pit stop. And Budsy goes around again. And I'd imagine so would Blindman. He needs as much an advantage heading into this final stint as possible. Get on the loose goes around. So does the other Lightning car. Wartime, he goes around. Renegade goes around. Pretty much everyone's going around. It will then be Archangel and Good Doc. And Archangel is in. They're both in. And Aussie Psycho, he, oh my goodness, Archangel into the pits on 0%. But yeah, by the time those guys were done with that battle, Aussie Psycho, he was right up under, oh my goodness, he is running very wide. Oh, that's not the line you want to take through turn 3. Okay, lap 16. Surely Budsy and Blindman will call it on this lap. I mean, to be fair, if Blindman in particular doesn't need to pit for fuel, why would he? Because the Ferrari, as we know, is not the greatest on its tyres. It punishes them. So maybe he can't make 14 laps on the soft compound, and he's stretching out this stint as far as possible. You've then got to take into consideration when these guys pit, if the other one can stay out for as long as possible past the other guy, that's going to be a massive overcut, and it's really going to help him in the second half of that this race. With the multipliers we have this season, the overcut, it definitely has a lot more potential than the undercut, which is something that we haven't really seen in past seasons of Sector 1. So, very interesting to see how the strategy will play out here tonight. As everyone goes around again. Oh no, we do see someone in, and it is Renegade. P6 on the road, he peels in, 2% in the tank. I'm just trying to monitor things at the moment. So Good Doc, he's managed to jump Archangel in the pits by 3 seconds. So that fuel save that Good Doc had, it was only 6%, but it was worth 3 seconds in the end there, probably because Archangel opted to put a little bit more fuel in the car. But yeah, makes you think, how much fuel do these guys really need to get to the end? So, Cruisin', he falls back into place. P7 currently, and he still has to make another pit stop. So was the 2 stop the wrong call? I mean, of course, he could still be on the 1 stop for all we know. Just doing a monster second stint on the medium tyres, but at this stage of the race, P7, and he still has to make another pit stop. It's not looking great for Cruisin', it must be said.
Yeah, and looking at his lap speed, I don't think he's looking at a 1 stop, and he's doesn't quite have the fuel to get him home, I don't think. So we're looking at a 2 stop for Cruisin' and also Malevolent behind him. So we'll see how that all works out for them.
As Budsy, Killer and Laminator are all in, Blind Man goes around, Wartime goes around, and so will Aussie Psycho. And when I made my previous statement, I kind of forgot the fact that the guys in front were yet to pit. So we'll have another look and see how things go when he comes out of the pits. I think at this stage of the race, he kind of needs to well and truly be ahead of Budsy by about 20 or 30 seconds. So Budsy is going to come out. And that gap, it's only going to be about 11 or 12 seconds, which I don't think is enough. It's about a 34-second pit stop on the 2 stop. Yeah, so Budsy, he's 12 seconds behind as he comes out of the pits. So the 3 in front of Cruisin' all yet to pit. So Cruisin', he should inherit the lead of the race, but it won't be for long because I think he's due in on lap 20. I don't believe he'll be going too much further than lap 20 before he wants to jump back onto the soft compound tyres. So, interesting enough here, Malevolent One has had an absolutely incredible undercut here. So do you think Malevolent One is off to the end, or do you think he's going to have to take another stop?
No, he'll be pitting again.
Okay.
2 8-lap stints on the softs for Malevolent by the looks of things.
Yeah, that's so he's probably caught up to Budsy here, virtue of underfueling the car quite significantly. So he's due in another 4 laps time, I believe, because he was in on lap 14, judging by the timing screen.
Yep, 14.
So comparing him to Cruisin', I think it'll be very interesting to see how that plays out on the 2 different strategies. As Cruisin's already taken, well, Cruisin is currently on his medium stint. Malevolent One has already taken his, so it's really going to be between those 2. But there is currently a long time between those guys, about 14 seconds to be exact.
Wow, Malevolent is 3/10 purple going into the first sector, so he's really pushing. He may catch Budsy, who probably has to conserve tyres a little bit if he's going to try and get 12 or so laps out of the softs, so things might heat up in a lap or 2.
Yeah, that's for sure.
As Blind Man comes into the pits.
So he has done a monster stint there. 19 laps. So that's going to be a short blast till the end on the soft compound tyre. But the question is, judging by those lap times, I think that extra couple of laps is really going to hurt him in his battle with Budsy for the race win here. Now, quite interesting, Budsy is not making that many inroads on Cruisin' at this stage of the race. I thought he would be catching up at a rate of knots, but he's only made a second and a half up over the last 2 laps. I mean, yes, a second and a half is a lot of time,
Oh,
but
it's a lot of fuel Blind Man's putting in, up to 90%. He's going to go full noise when he comes out.
yeah. Is he going to be able to do it? He's got 4 laps, or 3 laps over Budsy, I believe. It's a long time to overcut by, and he's got 10 seconds to chase down.
Yeah, he's 11 seconds behind Budsy now, so he's got a real challenge on his hands if he wants to make up that ground.
I think the best case scenario for Blind Man is that Budsy runs out of tyres. Will Budsy run out of tyres? Probably not. But I think that's the best case scenario for Blind Man. If he can get to a point where Budsy is losing 3 seconds a lap due to those worn compounded tyre, I think that's Blind Man's best chance of the race win. I don't think Blind Man is going to be able to win this race on raw pace alone. So we see a nice little battle pack that's formed here for P5. We have the 2 Lightning cars that are sandwiching the Brocky car. Killer on the Loose is leading the pack. Wartime is just behind, and Laminator running very deep. And he's actually going to drop out of slipstream range here. So we saw both Wartime and Laminator run deep, but Laminator was a lot deeper than Wartime. As now, Cruisin is only just putting fuel into his car. And how much is he going to put in? Because Killer, Wartime, and Laminator have all made their way past the pit lane now. How many spots is he going to lose? He's still putting fuel in. That's a lot of fuel going in. He's gone 80. And he will come out in... Oh, I think he's just going to come out ahead of Doc and Archangel here. Oh, it's going to be tight on exit.
Oh,
Yeah, he's going to be behind them both. Wow. All right, so here's a story for us. How much fuel has Dobrev got? And do you think he's planning on going to the end?
oh, he's got just over a quarter of a tank.
I don't like those chances.
I don't think so.
Because if Dobrev had enough fuel to go to the end, and he's in P8 currently, under a lot of pressure from Psycho, I would have thought he may have been a chance at a decent result here. P8
we
for
could
Dobrev.
see a move into turn 1 for 4th. Wartime right up the back of Killer.
Oh, as he throws it down the inside, and he gets it done. Wartime up into P4.
Tidy.
Very clean from Wartime. As now that Killer on the Loose is behind Wartime, it leaves Laminator within slipstream range as they head down towards turn 4. So will we see a civil war between the Lightning cars, or will we see a bit of collaboration to try and get the best result possible out of them as they go side by side? Killer and Wartime. Killer around the outside. It's not going to work through there. Will he show the nose? Not quite. But Wartime does run a fraction deep. He's offline. This is a very awkward line for Wartime, but he's able to just stay ahead of Killer as they head down towards the final sector now. As Laminator's right there, he's sitting right up under the rear wing of Killer on the Loose now. Final corner. So these guys line to stern. Malevolent 1 peels into the pits on lap 22 as predicted. So how far down the order is he going to fall? It's definitely going to be behind this battle pack. The question is, the podium, who does the podium belong to? Because it could be anyone. Currently it's Wartime's. But I think Killer and Laminator are going to argue that point Down towards turn 4. Killer shows the nose. Late under brakes. He can't quite pull alongside. As Blind Man does take the fastest lap of the race as well at 132.9. Killer trying to argue the point, trying to find a way through on the Porsche. No gaps opening up just yet. Into the final corner now. As somebody is in the pits, it is Debrev, so he makes his last scheduled stop.
Cruiser making his way back through the pack on his fresh softs is now up to 8th.
So it looks like Wartime. He has a strong final sector, and that gives him just enough room to stay ahead of the Peugeot. The Peugeot comes back at him. Will he be close enough into the first turn? Not this time. Killer needs a good run out of the final. Oh, his Renegade makes a stop. As now Killer, it looks like he's in more trouble from behind than in front. Round turn 4, Laminator running very deep, manages to avoid a penalty, but he's dropped off a little behind Killer. Very much single file for these guys at the moment. See, once again, I think Killer, he's just pulling so close, but then Wartime manages to make a bit of a run for it down the hill. He's just not close enough to get a move off. Will he be close enough this time? Killer on the loose. He gets a good run. Wartime. He's compromised on exit. He's going to send Killer the long way round. No, he doesn't. Killer pulls to the inside. Is he close enough? No. Tries the outside line. He sends Wartime on a compromised line into the corner. Killer once again. Oh, he doesn't get the best of exits, and he's dropped half a second off the back. And he's not going to have enough momentum to get on by into turn 4. All three of them missed the apex, one after the other, and down the hill.
Blind Man certainly sending it at the moment. He's just set the fastest lap of the race on the last lap, and he's closed about a second or so over the last 2 or so laps on Budsy, but I think he's going to run out of time unless Budsy runs out of tyres, which I think he's going to be quite safe there, but he's certainly giving it his all.
So you think no danger for the sudden loss of grip for the CP car?
I think Budsy's pretty safe for now. We'll check in a few laps time, but I think he's over. He's got about 40% worn on his front right, and he's looking pretty steady. He's not making any mistakes. He's just looking after his tyres and conserving that lead. It's dropped down to just under 10 seconds now, but Blind Man's he's just gone the fastest lap again, so 2:32.7 lap times in a row, so he's certainly trying hard, that's for sure.
There's riding on board with Killer on the loose at the moment, and he's hunt for Wartime. As Wartime, he's got the left indicator on. Maybe some mind games with the Lightning car behind. Oh, it's Wartime running wide. That could be it.
Ooh.
That's going to be a penalty. As Killer's got nowhere to go. The position could be on right now. Did Wartime pick up a penalty? He did. That's going to
He
be
did.
massive. And Wartime, he's trying to hold on to that position. He might not even make it to the burn line. Looks like he's going to hold on for now. He's safe for now, but he's definitely going to lose that position. Potentially even losing out to... Oh, as he runs wide once again. He could even lose out to Laminator here as well, as he runs wide again. Wartime is just struggling for grip in the Porsche. The Peugeots, they're coming back at him. He's going to serve the penalty, and now Laminator is right there. As I think, yeah, he's going to lose this position to
He'll
both
lose
of the Lightning
both.
cars. As they buzz on by.
Oh.
The Peugeots up into P3 and P4. They're flying in formation. Now will Laminator go for the move? He's trying. A little bit of a half defense from Killer. Doesn't compromise his line. When he is following behind Wartime, he was shocking through this part of the lap. But it looks like he's nailed it just enough that he can stay ahead of Laminator at this stage of the race. They're so close. And it looks like Laminator is going to hold on. Oh, he's going to have to wait, sorry. Killer is the one holding on. As that gap opens up to 7/10.
Laminator may be in trouble here in a lap or two with his front right. He's really punishing those tyres.
Which, that's good news if you're a Brocchio 5 fan. As Wartime, he's just waiting in the wings. Could this P5 open up for him? P4, sorry. As Killer's already second down the road. And now it's Laminator and Wartime are the ones that are going to go at it. Through the final sector, and Laminator runs wide. That's going to compromise him. And I think Wartime, he's going to be able to get back on. But which Laminator somehow managed to get a better exit than Wartime, despite Laminator clambering over the dirt on exit. Wartime, he's not going to be able to make the move into the first turn. Oh, there's contact! Oh, and rightfully so. Wartime, he just lifts off and lets him go by. I think a little bit of over-ambition from Wartime there. Just clips the rear quarter panel of Laminator under brakes. And they continue on. Have at it. Play ball. 2 laps left to go. Or 2.5, I should say.
Ooh. Laminator's front right is almost dead. I think I give him a lap and a half and he might be running on the rims.
We're just riding on board with Wartime at the moment. He's chasing down Laminator. Oh, as Laminator is so slow through the sweeper there. Shows the nose. Wartime, he's looking for a way through.
Oh, no.
Throws it down the inside. Is he going to get it done? Laminator tries to hold around the outside. No, Laminator's off. Oh dear, he's tried to hang it around the outside and it just did not work for him at all. So he is going to fall off into P4.
And
P5,
that front
sorry.
right is gone. It's going to be a very sad couple of laps for Laminator. Will he hold on to 5th?
Yeah, that's the big question. He could lose out to Aussie Psycho here. It's only 3 seconds between them. So the situation back up front, there's 7 seconds separating Budsy and Blind Man at the moment. I think Blind Man, unless Budsy's tyres die over the next lap and a half, I think he's going to have to concede a P2 here. Very consistent laps, very quick pace from Blind Man there.
Oh no, Laminator's already lost a position to Aussie Psycho.
Oh no. He just doesn't have the grip. There's one lap left to go. I don't think he could be in danger of losing it to Cruisin here, who's charging on the soft compounded tyre. Oh, he was staring at a podium and now he's going to be fighting for P6. Oh, look at the time bleed away.
That's heartbreaking for Laminator.
He ran out of fuel in qualifying and he's run out of tyres in the race. As there's already 1.6 seconds as he heads up the hill to start the final lap. I think Cruisin is going to get him. .5 as they begin the final lap. Will Cruisin be able to get the better of Laminator? Oh, look at the time bleeding away. Oh, he's lost 2 seconds through the first few corners. As Cruisin, he is going to get by. He's gone off the track. That's going to be a penalty too. And he falls to 7th place. Oh, and he picks up a 1 second penalty. That is a shocking penalty. Oh well. That's a heartbreaking end to the race for Laminator. But we also have this battle pack between Malevolent One and Renegade, but we're going to have to cut away because Budsy, he's crossing the finish line. P1 for the CP car in extraordinary style. His start to season 11 is absolutely spectacular. Blind Man finishes P2, and we're going to have to look back 20 seconds to Killer on the Loose. He had to fight for it. He started P3. He is going to finish P3, and the Lightning Motorsports Peugeot is going to come home on the podium and take some trophy wear back to WA. Crosses the line. Extraordinary stuff for Killer on the Loose. And it will be wartime. Who has had a mishap in the last few laps, I'd say. Oh, he's run out of fuel! Aussie Psycho is going to come home in 4th. As he takes P4, he's not even going to get 5th. As Cruisin crosses the line in 5th place. Wartime, he's going to take 6th place. It will then be Laminator. Malevolent One and Renegade are drag racing to the line. And Good Doc, he rounds the final series of corners. Wow, Wartime runs out of fuel. Good Doc, P10 for the black light car. We then have Archangel and Dobrev. As Archangel barrels down to the finish line. And he crosses the line, and it will be Dobrev who will come home in P12. Oh, as Good Doc got demoted down the order there. Did Good Doc forget mandatory tyres?
Let's have a look at the results and see. Oh, there is a 1 minute penalty there for the Good Doc.
Oh, has he forgot mandatory tyres? He must have. Oh. So we have a look at the race results brought to you by Adelaide Ceramic Coating. So Budsy, P1. Lineman P2, Killer P3, that top 3 unchanged from qualifying. Aussie Psycho, he comes home P4 after staring at a P7 finish there. He somehow managed to find his way up to P4. Cruisin P5, he capitalizes on Wartime and Laminator, who are 6 and 7 behind. Malevolent One P8. We then have Renegade P9, Archangel 10th, Dobrev 11th, and Good Doc. With the 1 minute penalty, he will be finishing in P12. So, yeah, that's a strategical blunder there from the Blacklight guys. How has that happened? He's forgot to put one of the tyres on. But wow. So, that was a race and a half. I'm now wondering, who's your driver of the day, Artsy?
Oh, it's hard to go past Budsy. You know, he missed round 1 and then just come in and He was a very short price favourite, and he didn't disappoint. But also, I like that Cruisin had a really hard, really good go on the two-stop strategy. It didn't really work out for him, but he pushed hard and well-deserved P5, I think it was, for Cruisin. So second star drive of the day I give to Cruisin.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to give mine to Cruisin. I mean, only driver on the alternate strat. He ultimately improved on his starting position. Of course, he started 6th, then finished 5th. So, on the alternate strat, what more can you want? Yeah, great stuff by Cruisin. He gets my driver of the day. We have a couple of driver of the days in chat. Muffin gives his to Cruisin. He says hashtag no bias. We all know that Muffin is a lover of the alternate strat, so I kind of expected that one. Grovel gives his drive of the day to Wartime, the stranger to Wartime. Deborah Fish gives her drive of the day to Wartime. I think, yeah, it's definitely close between Wartime and Cruisin for me. Honestly, great stuff. But we're just going to head to a quick 5-minute intermission, and when we get back, we will have some LJ Media Category 2A racing action. But before we go, just want to say thanks to Artsy for showing up tonight and helping out in the comms box and by race directing. So, yeah, special thanks.
No, thanks for having me.
Yeah, finally got your commentary box virginity out of the way.
It wasn't as painful as it could have been, that's for sure.
Yeah, we're on schedule for one, so it's always good. Yeah, so thank you, Artsy. But we're just going to head to a quick intermission, and then we will be right back. So don't go anywhere, guys. Category 2A coming right up.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Sector 1. We are here tonight for some Category 1 racing action around Palisades Village.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, oh. And this is just the beginning, I need a big change, only feels like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things. But what you gonna do for it, how you gonna move for it, what you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? Let's go! Hey!
Hello everybody, welcome back to Sector 1. Hey, I think I'm second 2! Oh my goodness!
Geez, you went wide.
Oh, he's run wide, it's so dead!
Oh my!
Oh no! No! You can't do that!
Just see that steering wheel. What's that do?
Fuzzy is somehow keeping it on the track surface! The spectacular drive, and he will take his first win in the top flight of Sector 1.
Hello everybody, we are back, and we are about to go live for Category 2A. My name is Lenosis, and joining me in the commentary box this time is your Category 2A race director, is of course Boybagum. How are we doing tonight, Boybagum?
I'm all right, thank you. How are you doing tonight?
Yeah, I'm pretty alright. After the brilliant racing that we just saw in Category 2B, I'm absolutely pumped for Category 2A. Should be a good night of racing. We have a full house here tonight, 14 cars roaring and ready for the racing action. There should be 30 laps around this Interlagos circuit. As we saw in the first race, the two-stop, maybe not the strategy that these guys want to go for, but the one-stop, it definitely is. And the what's it called? The differences in that strategy really does make up for the fact that we probably won't see a two-stop tonight. I reckon a lot of these guys that are sitting here on the grid, they're rethinking their strategy at the last moment. So, what do you say we get started for this Category 2A qualifying, Boybgum?
All right. Okay, I've got the say big blue button ready to go. So
Big blue button.
Yep.
So we just have a quick look at the
Okay.
track map once again as qualifying gets underway. It is 4.309 kilometers, 15 turns. The one stop and the two stop are the strategy. It will be a 10-minute qualifying session on reduced fuel, 50% fuel load, as well as 3 times tire usage and 4 times fuel usage with a 3 litre per second refuel rate. As we are go on the LJ Media Category 2A qualifying session. As we will be able to test the replay. So hopefully it is working. I did change a couple of things behind the scenes.
Yes.
So we should be able to get the replay up and working for us, the LJ Media Action replay, as the first few drivers make their way out onto track. As
Currently the first car out is Revs, so I'm guessing he's going to be the first one to set a lap.
yes, it is quite difficult when the timing screens are doing funny stuff for us, but we are all set now. So, Revs, the first driver out on track, closely followed by Madrick. I apologise, we didn't have any engine audio just then, but it is back. Madrick P2 on track for Blacklows Racing. Daz P3 at the moment. Super Fun Happy for Hooncore B Sports P4. Kincaid for Thunder P5. 6th is Grovel. Bumcrack is 7th. The Boss in 8th. Carbon Boy 9th. Black Project in 11th for Kraken. 11th is Greg's. 12th is Keza, who is once again running the special livery, was from last time out at Watkins Glen. 13th is VF, and 14th is Rudzi. And that is the 14 for tonight, as Revs.
First cars are about to start their laps now, and
Yeah, Revs, he makes his way down the backstretch at the moment. What's this first sector going to be? It is a 23.5. As we head down towards the sweeper here. Not much going on at the moment. We do see a little bit of bunching up from these guys. So we have Grovel, no, it is Bumcrack, the Boss, and Carbon Boy, P6, 7, and 8 respectively. And
I don't think that's a very good idea to do during qualifying. Maybe in a race, sure, not qualifying.
Yeah,
you may get held up.
Yeah, I think these guys, on their day, they probably are about similar pace, so you can get away with it. You can get the slipstream if you find someone that you can work with.
As they go through turn 14 and turn 15, Revs is about to finish his first lap, and Madrick 2 close behind. So we'll see what the benchmark is for this qualifying session.
32.6 for Revs. Madrick goes quicker. Daz goes to the top of the times. It then will be Super
There's
Fun
nothing
Happy.
in it right now.
Kincaid. He goes 5th. Grovel to 5th. 7th. Bumcrack. 8th, the Boss. The 9th is the Boss. Actually, so he's had an absolute shocker of a first lap there.
Carbon Boy 5th.
Greg's and BF and Rudzi will be the last two. P12.
To 12.
Where does VF
And
go?
VF is
Stays
ooh,
14th.
42.9. Something's certainly happened during that lap.
So Daz at the top of the times for Doghouse Motorsport. So he's only just ahead of the rest of the field. But wow, tight margins up the top. We've got Daz by a 100th of a second. Madrick with a 1 second penalty. That's really going to hold him back.
Yeah,
and we have
next 2 laps are ruined, including this one.
Well, I would imagine we're 4 minutes into the session. Surely you would just take a pit. You'd peel into the pits, get some fresh rubber on, and serve that penalty to get as many laps as possible. What can Revs do as he rounds the final corner? To P1 by a 10th and a half. What a lap. Daz gets him again.
Daz answers back.
As Super Fun Happy, he does go P4. Next few laps are coming in. Bumcrack to P3. That's a crucial lap. He needs that. Sends himself up the order. Great stuff from Bumcrack.
Black Project P5.
P5. Great stuff for Black Project.
Okay, Grovel's in the pits as well.
So, Madrick, he did exactly what I said, and he peels it to the pits.
Yes.
which it feels good to be right about something.
All right, VF. So, faster lap time, but is still at the back of the 5
Yeah, I think he's definitely got a lot more in the tank there, VF.
Yeah. Maybe he's trying to do some banker laps just to make sure that everything's all right.
Well, he's already 2/10 up on his time, so what can he find through this middle sector?
Yeah, because I think this is where you may gain the most time.
So, Revs is about to cross the line. Is he up on his time? We don't know what the split is coming into this final sector. No, he
goes
peels
into the pits.
And so does Daz, I believe. Yep, he does. I think everyone's peeling into the pits. No, we do see someone go around. It is Super Fun Happy, who does improve to P4. He'll be very happy with that.
And
Podium.
Mr.
Oh, Kincaid, P4. Oh, he gets immediately shuffled down. Wow. So he went P3, and then the boss and Mr. Bumcrack went immediately quicker. So the boss, he's woken up after clean sweeping the sprint round in round 1.
Yeah.
He's immediately gone to P2. So he's starting to wake
This is
up.
a
He's
proper
starting to
battle,
show
and
his
we're not
pace.
even in the race yet.
Yeah, exactly. A 10th and a half separating the top 5 is absolutely incredible. As Daz makes his way back onto the track, there's only 3 minutes remaining in this session. The boss is on a lap. Let's ride on board with the boss. Let's see what he can do as he makes his way through this tight and technical middle sector.
Goes to turn 10 now. Down to gear 1. He's on the throttle. Ooh, a little bit of a swirl there. Look at that price. Ooh, he's 0.7 off. So
Yeah, well and
this
truly
is a
down at the
throwaway lap
moment.
for him.
Bumcrack's just ahead of him. Is he up on his time? Let's see what he can do. He's yet to pit now. And I don't think he will, considering there's
Fun
only
happy
2 minutes
pits.
left on the clock.
Kincaid, what can he do? It's 0.8 seconds off. That's
Bumcrack
a
well and
throwaway
truly
lap for
down.
him.
As we have Madrick just behind Daz. Can Daz go quicker? No, he is on an out lap at the moment, so he's going to get one more chance at this.
Greggs gets a new best with a 32.9, 12. Madrick goes with a 32.46, the P6. And there's somebody at T1, that's Keza. He spun it, I think. Not sure what happened there.
Yeah, that's a very odd spot to lose the car. All right, let's see if we can have a look on the LJ Media Action replay.
Go.
So as he
It's close.
came into the first turn, oh, he clipped the grass on the outside and then spun across to the apex of the first turn.
Ooh,
Oh dear.
that's not how you want to start your lap.
No. So Daz has picked up a half-second penalty, so he isn't going to improve. I don't think he can make it around in time. Oh, he might. It's going to be really tough. Oh, is he spun and crashed? Oh, dear.
You jinxed it.
Oh, I don't think he was going to make it around anyway. I think that was the end of his session. But let's see. On the LJ Media Action replay, just what he did here. We saw it firsthand, but I think he just lit up the rears, caught the curb, and it just came round on him. Yeah, a little bit of grass, lit up the rears, and
I think
spin
it might
to that
be the grass
inside
that
wall.
got him.
He's just parked the car there. He's letting the whole field pass, which is the sensible thing to do.
Black Project is almost 0.3 seconds up on his best now, so this might be a scorcher.
He could be close to pole position here. 3/10, and he can go from P8 to P1. Let's see what he can do. As he crosses the line, he's
on pole!
Oh! Out
No
of
way!
nowhere! The Kraken Esports driver!
0.053!
He takes P1! Wowee! Oh! Absolutely incredible.
Wonderful. Would you look at that? There is nothing. There is nothing between the top 6.
Wow. 2 tenths separating the top 6. And I think King Cabe, he's still on a lap. He's down by 1.5. What can he do? Can he find himself up the order? Oh, running a little deep and keeps it on the track.
I don't think he can. He's
What
hugging
can he
the inside,
find?
trying to get all of his time.
Can he find something in this final sector? Against all the odds, he's 2 tenths down. What can he do?
He's not gonna do it.
Oh.
All right, we've got a few more finishers coming up.
I can't find who they are though. It is Revs and Madrick.
Revs
What
and
can
Magic.
they do? Can they find their way up the order? Oh, Revs to P1!
Revs goes up. He answers back.
And Madrick can't improve. And Super Fun Happy, I believe he was on an outlap. No, he was on a lap. Where did he go? Super Fun Happy went P4. Oh my
Jeez.
goodness. And that's
That
everyone.
means the top s-
Oh my goodness. That was just chopping and changing.
separated by 0.2 seconds.
Oh, as we
I'm
have
terrified with how the race is gonna go.
A look, as we have a look at the qualifying results of that one, brought to you by Adelaide Ceramic Coatings. Here is how they will line up in a moment's time for the LJ Media Category 2A Interlagos Round 2. Revs takes pole position by 0.04 of a second over Black Project. Daz will line up in P3. Super Fun Happy P4. The Boss P5. Bumcrack P6. King Cabe in 7th. Madrick 8th. BF 9th. Grovel 10th. Carbon Boy 11th. Keza 12th. Greg's 13th. And Rudsey will be starting from the rear of the grid. Wow. 9 tenths separating the entire field. Oh, close
I
racing.
find that crazy.
Oh my
I find that
goodness.
crazy, to be honest.
That was just so close. Such a close qualifying session.
Oh my goodness. And
Oh.
all in different cards too.
Yeah, exactly. Wowee.
Oh wow.
That was just absolutely incredible, to be honest. But
Yeah.
we're not far away from getting started for this Category 2A race session now. But yeah, that was just absolutely spectacular. I love to watch that. So what is your predictions for this upcoming race? Who's your wild card? Who do you think we should look out for in this race here, Boy Begum?
I think they got set into a frenzy given how close the field is right now. And I'll admit, I didn't have much of a prediction going into this. I was expecting some good racing, and that's it.
Yeah. Who's your podium prediction? Who have you got for your top 3?
Okay. It's Revs is gonna be up there. I'm sure of it. I can't pick, to be honest. It's gonna be too close to call. If everything
Yeah.
goes smoothly, it's gonna be too close. I
Yeah,
can't pick.
exactly. I think it's hard to go wrong with Revs. He's qualified great. I think Daz is a good shout for the podium. Black Project, he's going to have to save like mad in that Ferrari, but don't discount him off the podium. We saw
He's
Blind
quite
Man
good
do
at
it last
saving.
race. Yeah, I think the boss, he's going to come back in this race. He showed extraordinary race pace last time out at Watkins Glen, but I think, yeah, as you said, it's anyone's game, and anything can happen, really. So make sure to throw down your race predictions down below. Muffin thinks that Boss to get the W. He says the bloke's on fire, and I think that is a good call. I mean, he started from 5th. He's got a lot of work to do, but to go and take P1, I think he definitely has the balls to do it. And Wartime says, impossible to predict a top 3.
I absolutely agree.
Tombo
I'm
as
with
well.
you there.
Tombo says Boss to go 3 in a row. # no bias. But really, yeah, I think anyone's a chance. As said by Deborah Fish, I think anyone can take this win. And this top 3 is going to be very, very close. So I say we don't keep us waiting any longer and we get started for this category 2A qualifying, race session, I should say.
Race. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna press that big blue button right now. We
The
got 10
big
seconds
blue
before.
button has
Yes.
been pressed. Alrighty, I'm so excited for this. It's going to be a good one.
All right, here we go. Here we go. 30 laps of Interlagos. 2 mandatory tires. We're in for a doozy.
As Revs leads the field away as we're about to go racing here at Interlagos. And the
We're
lights
green.
out are away we go as they barrel down towards the first turn. Black Project in the Ferrari gets off to a blistering start and Revs has to go defensive into the first turn. But it looks like they all make it through nice and clean. Yes, they do.
VF on the inside of Magic. Magic has the inside line now. Magic keeps the place.
As Revs holds the lead of the race as they head down towards turn 4 now. Black Project within touching distance. Can he go for a move? No, wisely
Don't think he
thinks
can.
again. As they head down the hill now. That's the first sector done. We see the Peugeot of Super Fun Happy trying to find a way through. And everybody makes it through nice and cleanly. Somebody's dropped off the back of the field a little bit, and it is Rudzy and Greggs. Greggs has picked up a half-second penalty. So Revs leads the field away, half a second to the good at the moment. Makes you wonder, what is the mix of tyre compound at this stage of the race? Black Project obviously looking very racy at this stage. Does he have the soft compound tyre on that car?
No, he doesn't.
No. Well, why don't you do us a favour there, boy, and tell us who is on the soft compound tyre?
All right, I'll do this after we finish up revs going as we go into lap 2 because we might miss something. If I'm going to be honest, and as VF has a small tank slapper going in. Yeah, I'll start that now. So here we go. From P1, we have Revs, who's starting on the mediums. Black Project, mediums. Daz is on the mediums. Super Fun Happy goes on the inside, and he's on the softs, so I'm guessing he's going aggressive in this first stint.
You don't need to go through every single driver, but can you just tell us who's on the soft compound?
Yeah, sorry. So, I got a bit carried away there, but Super Fun Happy's on the softs. King Cave is on the softs. And Greggs is on the softs. So,
Okay.
we've got 3 people. That's about it.
Now that makes you wonder, are those guys on a 1-stop or the 2-stop starting on the softs? Or as we see Daz trying to find a way through on the boss, and he does get on by their door-to-door.
There's still...
Oh.
that was...
Daz
And
can't
now
quite find a
I
way
think
through.
we have another battle behind them. King Cave.
Oh, his bump crack tries to
Ferrari
sweep
versus
around the
McLaren.
outside. He runs out of road. Oh, as he comes back at King
That was a lot of
Cave.
understeer.
Gets it done,
Shuts
though.
the door on him.
As now
No.
we're seeing a parking lot here. Oh my goodness.
King Cave is vulnerable now.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
it's all shaping up at the back here for the best of the rest positions as Daz manages to hold off. As things were tightening up. As Carbon Boy, he's under pressure from Rudzy, and he is going to drop down to P13. Greggs, he's since served his penalty, and he's back into the mix here, right in the midst of it. So Revs completes the first racing lap, and it is a 34.5. Black Project, he's not giving up chase just yet. Still within touching distance of the Datsun racing car.
And I think they've just drifted away from Super Fun Happy to the tune of 1.6 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, the top 2, they're legging it at this point of the race. The Boss and Super Fun Happy, don't discount them out of this race either. They're coming along for the ride too.
everything's calmed down for now. As Keza looks for a move. No, he does not. Or maybe he was defending Dregs.
So yeah, quite a bit of chopping and changing up and down this field. As Revs at the top end of the circuit now. Revs is 3/10 purple. As he rounds the final corner, up the hill now.
He's short shifting, so I think this guy might be on the one stop now. Black Project 2.
Yeah, I mean, they've given up a little bit of time to Super Fun Happy, so he's back within slipstream range and he's bringing the boss with him. So we're now sort of seeing a 4-car battle pack for the lead as we see Mr. Bumcrack under a lot of pressure from Kincaid once again.
I think Kincaid compromised his line a bit. Magic is sneaking up on the inside.
He is going to get by. Oh, does Kincaid have enough slipstream? I don't think he does.
No, he does not. They're side by side.
Madrick.
Or
holds it around the outside. Kincaid keeps his
oh,
foot
look
in
at
the
this.
door. Oh, they're still side by side. Look at this.
If they
Incredible
go to turn 6,
racing.
will they still be side by side?
Yes, they are.
They're
and
still
Kincaid,
side by side. Look at this.
incredible defense. And he holds the position, but Madrick tries around the outside once again. It doesn't open up for him this
He's looking
time,
for the
though.
cutback,
And
but-
Kincaid is going to defend his position after 5 consecutive corners of side-by-side action. Wowee. You absolutely love to see it. So they head down to complete this second sector. Back up front, it's Revs and Black Project. They've pulled a couple of tenths on Super Fun Happy this lap. The gap currently 1.3. The boss waiting in the wings of Super Fun Happy as well. Could we see a move from the boss in the coming moments? Super Fun Happy sets a personal best. The boss doesn't quite blink at the
That's
opportunity.
Oh, Rudzy goes up on the inside. There's a bit of contact there between PF and Rudzy.
So we'll see if we can catch that on the LJ Media
As
Action
Rudzy goes
replay.
through. I'm not gonna lie, that looked a bit iffy.
As VF went defensive, Rudzy tried around the outside. Or did he throw it down the inside? No, late move down the inside. A little bit of contact between himself and VF and takes the position.
That was a bit suspicious there.
As the battles rage on. Revs, 3/10 advantage over Black Project. Super Fun Happy, 6/10 advantage or 3/10 advantage over the boss. Things are heating up in the podium positions. There's 2 battles to watch
The
at
boss
once.
is all over.
Revs gets a
The
great
boss
exit.
is all over Super Fun Happy right now.
The Super Fun Happy does not get a good exit. And now the boss, he looks for the move. He's going to peel to the inside. He's going to get that done right here, right now. He's going to be a whole car length in front before they even get to the corner. Just about. Yes, he does. Peels back to the outside. Takes a conventional racing line through the first turn. And now he's on a charge for P2. Black Project. He's got to head on a charge now. He's lost a lot of time on that last lap. 2 revs. So there is a whopping gap from Super Fun Happy to Daz starting to form. Daz is backing up this entire field to the tune of a second a lap. And
Oh
what
my
that
goodness,
means
you're
is
right.
compressing the field, and it's going to cause a lot of stuff to happen. That's going to be a chain reaction throughout the field. If anybody that was down lower suddenly wants to do a 2-stop strategy, this is not where you want to be at all.
This is like Alonso at Monaco.
Yeah. Especially being on the the soft compound tyre. If you're someone like Greg's, who is on that soft compound tyre, you do not want to be in this queue whatsoever.
You need to use
just
those tires.
Backing up the field, wow.
I mean, he's doing a very good job of it. I'm not. Yeah.
And what that is doing is that is giving his teammate Grovel the best chance of catching back up here, as he's currently P9, but I would imagine he can just pick his way through the field. That, yeah, definitely some benefit for the team. Things up
Magic
front.
looks for a move. King K goes wide. And Magic goes through.
Oh!
He's vulnerable to Grovel. Grovel's off track. Ooh, will that give him a penalty? No, it doesn't. Okay. That's... I did not expect that.
As Rudsey shows the nose. Can't quite get through. As we'll have a look on the LJ meter action replay at what happened with Kincaid here through the first turn. As did he clip that grass on the outside? Is that what we saw?
I think he
No,
just missed
he
his
just
breaking
outbroke
point.
himself, yeah, and just flew off, not off the track, but he was very, very deep into the corner there.
Maybe he got spooked by the car behind. I don't know. That was...
Potentially. As Rudsey pulls alongside, he's going to get him. Wow. Oh, is they side by side
Hold
down
on.
the hill?
Still
Can
there.
Rudsey get it? Yes,
And
he
he's
can.
got him.
Wow. Was Kincaid? Oh, I think there was a bit of contact between Kincaid and Rudsey there, and now Kincaid is going to drop down the order even further. Carbon Boy's going to get by him.
And he's on
Say-
softs too, so this is not... Oh, and he goes into the pits now. He blinks first.
Oh,
So
yeah.
He's definitely going to be on the 2-stop.
He did just run at the back of Rudsey there, unfortunately. So,
Oh, there's a bit of contact between Carbon Boy and VF.
oh, as VF is off a long way at the first turn. Let's see what we can catch here.
There's a bit of contact there. And it looks like Carbon Boy slowing down to attempt a redress.
As what happened here for Carbon Boy? As he just ran deep. Oh, okay, yeah. Pretty clear cut there. So I think, yeah, Carbon Boy giving up the time.
Quite a lot of time.
I don't know. It was a clear-cut incident, but yeah, just a rear tag, and VF lost a lot of positions and a lot of time. But by redressing, Carbon Boy is not going to get slapped with the no redress penalty.
And I think we have a really good battle heating up right now. Crack is through on Daz.
Oh.
And now he can gallop away in his Ferrari.
So, Bumcrack, he's currently second in the championship. A P5 would be great, but higher up the order would be even better for him. Into the first turn now. Is he going to bring these guys with him?
And we're not even a third into the race and we have this much action already.
Yeah, exactly. Down the hill now, we see Madrick, who's really pressuring Daz now. So Daz using all of his defensive prowess to try and keep as many cars behind as possible.
Ooh, there was a bit of contact there.
Yeah, a little bit of a check-up from Madrick. Oh, so we have yellow flags.
And there's a yellow flag. That's the boss.
Oh, no! And he's got a half-second penalty too. Oh, dear. That has not worked
What's
out
happened
well
there?
for him. Let's have a look on the LJ Media Action replay. Oh, as we missed it. But I say he's gone off. Oh no, we didn't miss it. No, it's there. What on earth? Oh, we
What
got
happened?
reset. Hang on a minute.
Oh no!
Let's have another grab at this replay. 'Cause that was an odd one. Did he just light up the throttle and then overcorrected, gone? Oh dear. And because of that, he got reset. But he's back into the mix.
Oh,
He
and
goes
he
down
goes
the
for
inside
a
of
lunge.
3 cars. Oh my goodness. It's all going off.
Oh, there's contact with Magic. Oh, Magic is gone. Magic's into the wall. This could have put him dead last now.
As he was late on the
Not
brakes,
those.
tried to throw it down the inside of everyone, and then, oh, contact with Madrick. Madrick was gone, and then he ended further down the order.
I'm not sure if Magic could do anything about that, to be honest. He was boxed in.
Yeah, I don't know. That's one for the stewards later on, I think. There's too much to unpack in that incident for just one stream. But the race goes on, and I don't think any drivers are admitting fault at the moment. Don't think, yeah, I think that was a combination of drivers. But we'll leave that one to the stewards to make their deliberation on Thursday.
And yep. And as Rudzie's all over Grovel right now,
He is too.
I think he might be able to.
Oh!
And
The
Boss
boss is
spins
gone!
again!
Oh dear!
He spins
It's
it
all
again!
gone wrong for him.
From bad to worse.
After
He
the
was
mega
up there in the
drive
top
that we
5.
saw in round 1. We're seeing a disaster class, a nightmare race from the boss. As he clips the grass and the rear end violently spits him out. Oh. Adding insult
That
to
may-
injury for him.
That may have been compounded from his frustration with his first mistake.
Oh. P10. That's not what you want to see. As we see the frustrations in the backlight garage at the moment.
As Carbon Boy pits on lap 11. Lap 11 on mediums. Oh, he's going to new mediums now.
Interesting strategy. No, he hasn't changed his tyres yet. But from
My bad.
what I... Yeah, so he's on
on
the soft
softs.
compounds
He's got
now.
a,
So
yeah. There we go. There we go. Sorry.
when I spoke to Carbon Boy before the race, I thought he was leaning towards the 1 stop. But that's now
clearly
sort
not.
of like telling me that he wants to go the 2.
So is it a medium soft he's doing, I'm guessing?
It would have to be. Oh, somebody's gone. And it is...
And who is it? It's Daz!
Oh, no.
Wait, was that a ghost? I think he may have clipped some grass on the final turn.
Let's have a look. As he heads down the hill. Gets turned in. And then the exact same as what we saw with the boss, except he overcorrects, and gone. Oh. As the stranger was just telling us in the chat that Daz was running his own race. But it's all exploded here now and finds himself in P9 from a very respectable P3. Another nightmare race from Daz. 2 nightmare races in this one from both the boss and... oh, the boss is in the pits.
Yeah.
So he's filling up. So what's he doing? Is he...
I think he's improvising right now.
Yeah. I don't know what to think. I'm just speechless. There's just so much happening that it's just so hard to keep up with absolutely everything that's going on right now. We've got to try and
I
find
guess this
a
is
nice
why-
on-track battle for us at the moment. I think the closest one we have. So we're returning to normal race conditions here. We have Greggs and Keza who have found their way from the back of the pack dead last. Now
Oh,
they're
wait,
up into
wait,
P7 and
what?
P8.
But I think Greg's is due for a pit stop soon.
Well, he still goes around again. I mean, how much fuel has he got? How much tires has he got?
For both, not much. I'd say he's got less than a quarter of fuel. Less than a quarter of
okay.
tires right now.
Back up to Revs in P1. He's been putting in the hard yakka in this first stint. He's put 2.4 seconds over Black Project at the moment. Super fun happy.
He's right.
On the soft tyres, he's just running his race. And he's P3 at the moment. I think he's going to attempt to pull off the one stop here. Which the reverse one stop, the alternate strategy. Because I don't see him doing the two stop. Because he's already come 13 laps. If you've come 13, you might as well just go. But the problem is that now he's bleeding time to the Ferrari behind from Mr. Bumcrack, who looks like he is moments away from inheriting this P3 position from Super Fun Happy. Up the hill. And as it stands, I mean, Super Fun Happy is not bleeding too much time. So I think those softs, they've still got a little bit of pace life left in them. So Grovel, he has taken the place of his Doghouse teammate and holds on to P5 at the moment. Rudsy's all the way up into P6, so he has had an absolute blister of a race. P14 on the grid, all the way up into P6 already.
He's having a good time right now.
Yeah, he's just enjoying life at the moment. Greg's P7. We were just looking at these two, of course, Greg's and Keza. Daz, oh no! Daz is round again! I just went to go check on him and he's gone at turn 4. Oh, from bad to worse. I'm getting deja vu all over again. Like, first it was the boss and now it's Daz. These guys, they're just...
What are the chances?
Oh, that's a repeat.
Grovel's got a penalty.
No. The less said about that, the better I feel.
Right, Grovel's got a penalty and he's going to serve it now, and that means Rudsy's promoted to P5 from P14.
I don't know, that gap is still 1.5 seconds. I think it's going to be close between them. I don't think Grovel's going to lose the position here. I think he's going to be able to hold it.
It's going to be close, now that you say it, as Super Fun Happy pits him 17% left, or 17 liters left.
Yeah, Grovel's got it.
Oh. Okay, I may have grossly overestimated. Okay, Greg's is in, Super Fun Happy is in. But look at that fuel advantage.
So Greg's, Rev, sorry, 3 seconds over Black Project. As Tombo from the Blacklight pit wall. Oh my, okay. I've just read the YouTube chat and...
Oh, what's happening?
Heafy has said, Lenosis, if this is you speechless, I hate to hear you speaking, lol.
Oh no! That's great.
See, when I say I'm speechless, it's not so much the fact that I'm not talking, it's the fact that I don't know what to say. So I just talk to fill the space.
And as Rudsy goes into the pits now, with 3% left. Is he
So-
going to do the one stop?
He would have to. You're halfway through the race, like, you've got to. I wonder, how far are these guys going to go into the race, though? We have Revs and Black Project. Well, how are they doing on tyres and fuel? How much further do you think they can extend into this race?
For Revs, I'd say he's got. I'm terrible at math. No numbers. Oh, he's just hit the red light, so say give or take 2 laps, maybe.
Okay.
Black Project is killing with just under a quarter.
Yeah,
That
so...
Ferrari's sipping fuel.
Which, yeah, I mean, from pre-season, it looked like the Ferrari was horrible on its fuel and not much better on its tyres, but so far this season, it looks like the Ferrari is pretty damn good on its fuel.
I think it's because Black Project is short shifting the ever living daylights out of it. He's nowhere near.
But the pace with it isn't bad. Despite
he's
short
running pretty
shifting,
forward.
he is running some respectable lap times.
On more mediums, no less.
Yeah. As this race
And
has
as
sort
we
of
have another
calmed
one
down
blink.
now.
We have another one that blinked. That's VF. 1%.
Yeah, this race has kind of calmed down a little bit now. There's not too much going on, but this is the slow point of the race. And now that we're past the halfway mark, we are going to see everyone close back up. So Dale fires in the chat. He says, "It is horrible on fuel. I can't save fuel and go fast to save myself. These guys will need to share their secrets in the coming weeks." That is very true.
Yeah. They're properly short shifting it. That's all I can say. Ooh, Black Project has a little bit of a tag slapper there. Saves it though. And as Revs goes into the pits with 2% left, 2 liters left.
Yeah, so
On lap
lap
17.
17.
As VF exits the pits, 14th, with softs and a full tank of fuel. Gravel pits in as well.
So he hasn't made his stop yet, but Keza is now up to P3.
Stop the count. And I think he might have to pit within this lap or the next, because he's on the light right now.
Yeah. As Revs leaves the pit lane, he puts the soft compounded tyre on. Now, Carbon Boy, who I assume is on the 2-stop strategy, he now jumps up into P6. Now, he's going to have one more pit stop to go, but despite all the chaos, and despite basically being dead last, I think, could Carbon Boy somehow pull a decent result here with the 2-stop? I think he avoided all the carnage by essentially taking that stop early. I say early, it wasn't that early, it was lap 12 or 11, I believe.
It's relative.
So,
it's relative.
Yeah,
Early
I
there.
don't think he's going to get to the end, but just the fact that I'm looking down the order and I don't know.
Because it's spitting. Yeah.
We'll just wait and see what happens. We'll wait and see what happens.
We have small battle packs brewing right now.
Yeah, we have a
One
nice battle
for-
pack
what is
between
this,
Madrick,
P8?
VF, and Daz.
And one between, yeah. Then one between the boss, Grovel, and Red Sea. I think Black Project is coming in this time round. He's on the light, as well as his teammate. And Grovel's all over the boss right now.
As Keza rejoins the field here as well.
Alright, Black Project pits. And his teammate pits in as well.
Yeah, so the
How about
not Blacklight, the Kraken Esports guys currently flying 1-2. They make their pit stop on lap 19, so that's a long way to go. They've come a long way in this race without a pit stop yet. And interesting enough, unless he pits, King Cabe will inherit the lead of the race. There is a lot of drivers in this race that are just popping up out of nowhere.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was you that said this was the best category in Sector 1 due to the pace and the close racing it gives.
Yeah.
And as Rev sets a new fastest lap with a 32.6, he's throwing Carbon Boys.
Which, yeah, Carbon Boy, he's currently P4.
Revs overtakes Black Project.
He does too.
Right now, Revs is now in P2, Black Project in P3, Carbon Boy P4.
Now, what's the fuel difference between Revs and Black Project? Because Black Project has gone 3 laps longer, and he's got fresher tyres, and if he has more fuel, then, well, I think that's danger signs for Revs.
He actually has less fuel, surprisingly.
Who, Revs or Black Project?
Black Project.
Ah, okay. So that might be the deciding factor in this one. If he's under-fueled slightly, but he does have 3 lap fresher tyres, so I think it's going to come down to the wire this one. Currently, Revs making hay while the moon shines, as they like to say.
Yep, he's currently revving the daylights out of that 4-cylinder.
So somewhere here, Carbon Boy has got to make that final pit stop, and the question is, he makes it now, comes in, lap 20. So where does he come out? Because you look down the order and you have quite a lot of guys in not a lot of amount of space. So it makes you think, how far down the order will he fall? If you base it off a 34
And as the boss goes in,
yeah,
boss goes in. Did he cross the pit lines? I didn't catch that. Might have to wait and see.
As Black Project still struggling to get those tyres warmed up. Revs starting to drive away. But how much longer will he go before Black Project starts to close up? I think those last few laps of the race are going to be absolutely crucial. So, King Cabe, how much tyres and fuel has he got? Because we're 9 laps from the end. Is he just going to go to the end?
If I was him, I wish I would have gone to the end, but I don't think he's going to the end. He's on the light in terms of his fuel, and he's about halfway on his mediums.
Yeah, okay. So he's in the same boat as Carbon Boy here. Where did Carbon Boy eventually come out at? He came out in dead last. What? That is a massive pit transit time. He's lost almost 50 seconds of pitting.
as well as the boss 2 will, but
Yeah.
with an asterisk there.
Well, the boss has come out well ahead of Carbon Boy, but he was also well behind Carbon Boy. So, has Carbon Boy criminally overfueled?
Probably. He's like over half.
Well, compared to everyone else.
He's got the same fuel as the front runners.
Like
So I'd say
Revs and Black Project.
Yeah, Revs and Black Project.
Okay.
Okay, good.
As
as
we're currently riding
boss
on board
pits.
with Grovel here, who is P5. He will have Super Fun Happy and Rudsy to deal with in a moment's time. Yeah, things have started to quiet down in this race.
And as Revs is probably going to make a pass down the front straight because Kincaid is really due for a pit stop right now.
Yeah, I'd imagine he'd peel into the pits, and he does too.
Commendable effort, though. Commendable
So
effort.
Revs takes the lead of the race with 8 laps left to go. 1% left in the tank for Kincaid as he peels in. How far down the order is he going to fall? As Revs, he's going to try and barrel his way as far ahead of Black Project as possible, but is he tyre compromised? What's the current tyre difference between the top two?
I'd say like an 8th, like 12%, maybe
Yeah, okay.
12%, maybe 10%.
Now, is that tyre differential enough for that 1.2 gap currently? I mean, we'll have to wait and see how things turn out. As we join onto this battle pack here between Super Fun Happy, Rudsy, and now Kez is getting involved here. I think Daz has made a bit of a run for it here. Not Daz, Grovel's made a bit of a run for it. As Super Fun Happy and Rudsy are side by side. Rudsy tries to sweep
Here we
around the
go again.
outside. Can he get it done?
There's a bit of contact.
Oh, a little bit of bump
Oh,
on
he's
the
done
apex.
it.
Oh, as Rudsy around the outside, up into P5. This has
Kez
turned
is
into an
going around
absolutely
the outside as
spectacular
well.
drive. Oh, is Super Fun Happy. He's lost 2 positions in 2 corners. And Rudsy up into P5. This is an absolutely respectable drive for him here tonight. As Super Fun Happy tries to come back at Keza now. Couldn't quite get it done. Down the hill. Keza now on a charge for Rudsy. So from the back of the grid, Rudsy has made up 9 positions in 23 laps.
While also that happens, we have another Black Rose car lining up a pass on Greg's. That was a bit
It's
of a
Greg's.
compromise
They're
margin
both
there.
running a little bit wide up the hill. Can he get it into the first turn? 2.5 tenths. Into the first turn. Defensive is Greg's. Madrick tries the outside. Can he get it done? He's going to try and sweep around the outside. Greg's is going to slam it
Gonna
shut.
switch back.
But now, Madrick is trying to find a way through.
And he
2
needs
tenths
to find
between
a way
them.
through.
Down towards turn 4. Can Madrick get it done this time? A tenth separates them. Under brakes. Gets it turned in. Very clean from both of them through turn 4 there.
So going to turn 6 and 7. 0.27 separates them.
Can Madrick find an inroad? Madrick. Greg's going very defensive
Greg's has
there.
That was a bit of a iffy line there. Madrick has got to run, but Greg's is there.
Oh, pulls
He's gonna
alongside
go around the outside.
outside.
Oh,
Has
there's a bit
to
of
tuck
contact
him
there.
behind.
He parks it up. He's parking it up.
Madrick, the gap opens up. Oh, he's just trying to find. Oh, he sends him deep, sends him a dummy, and Greg's has gone off.
What a move!
And Maverick dives down the inside, and he's going to get the move done. As I think Greg's, he tried to outbrake Maverick, but ended up off the track there.
Magic was on the softs. Greg's was on the mediums. So it wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when.
Yeah, that's true. As Rudzi and Keza, this isn't over yet. These two, they're going at it, hammer and tong. Riding on board with Keza. So they head down towards turn 6. Just tucked up under that rear wing now. Whoa! A little bit of contact between Keza and Rudzi. I think a little bit of a late defensive move. Oh, is Keza
was that a
trying to
dive?
find a way through? But the gap
Properly
ain't
riding
opening
the
up
curve
just
there.
yet.
Keza's trying to look for any opening right now. Looking a bit desperate.
Yeah, I think Rudzi is a little bit compromised, but Keza, he's looking for a way through.
And he's, ooh, what a,
Oh,
that was a lot of that was a bit of door banging through there.
I'm not sure if there was contact. It was tight. I think Rudzi may have moved out the way at the last moment.
Maybe.
But let me have a
Maybe.
look on the LJ Media action replay as they head down the hill. What was it? So it was a late lunge. Oh, yeah, just a little bit of banging doors on the apex. It was a late
harm, no
dive
foul,
from
though.
Keza. I think Rudzi is a little tire compromised compared to the Porsche. And, yeah, I mean, the gap opened up and he took it.
Yeah, he's very compromised right now. He's less than 10%. He's around like 20%.
As Daz and Kincaid have locked horns in this battle at the moment. We have Greg's behind them as well. Do we see a move? We see Kincaid showing the nose. Can't quite pull it off at turn 4. Down the hill. Oh, is there side by side? Oh, huge contact! And I think Kincaid's gonna get by. Oh, that was
a lot of
little bit of a spike. That was a weird one. Was Daz just slow off the corner? Through turn 5. And I think Daz was just slow down the hill. And then Kincaid tried to hold around the outside and Daz kind of showed him the road. And then Kincaid kept his foot in it and then they just came together door to door. And Daz almost ends up in the barrier almost, but they continue on. So back up front, we have 3 laps left to go and the gap is currently a second. Not much at
Here
all
we go.
separating these two. This is go time.
Black
This
Project
is
has
where-
opened it up a bit.
Yep, this is where Black Project needs to pounce. This is where he needs to gain his momentum and finally get within slipstream range and start charging towards Revs. Revs has been buying his time. There's 3 laps left to go. As Revs, you can already see him struggling with understeer with the front end of that Peugeot. Up the hill.
Revs is a bit, ooh, that was a bit of a tank slapper from Revs.
Yeah, he loses 0.3 of a second down the hill now. Black Project showing some rapid time. Up the hill. He's
And
almost close enough for a move on this occasion. He's only 0.4 behind, but I think Revs has done enough on the exit of the corner. Across the top
opened
of
up-
the hill. And
Black
across
Project
the
has
line.
unleashed V8 right now.
0.4 between these
0.4
guys as they
seconds.
enter the first turn.
Oh,
Round
look
the first
how
corner.
late Black Project is able to dive in on the brakes there.
As they head round the second turn, third turn, down the back straight. Let's see what he can do. 3.5 tenths the gap. Pulling closer and closer and closer. Closes so much under brakes, has to get out of the gas a little bit. And he loses a couple of hundredths of a second. down towards the next series of corners, this tight and technical middle sector. Nice line there from
Yes.
Black Project, but perhaps not as fast as he would have liked. Maybe
is a
just
bit
giving
wide
himself a
through that
little bit of a
corner.
gap to Revs just to try and hold off. Oh, as he pulls
And Revs is slow,
alongside,
Revs is slow.
makes a massive mistake.
Down the outside.
Oh, can he get it done? They're door to door. Black Project. Oh, he's run out of road.
Oh,
Down the hill now, round the sweeper, and into the last corner. Can Black Project get it done? There's 2 tenths between them. Oh, it's a good
think he
exit
might be able
from
to get it done.
Black Project up the hill.
I think they were even on the exit. It's gonna be close.
Yeah, I don't think Black Project has enough this time round. He gets stuck up on the curb. It looked clean, but the time never lies, and he loses a couple of tenths on the exit. Once again, 3.5 tenths. He makes Revs go very defensive. That could compromise him down into turn 4. Is
And he's
Black Project
compromised
already
heavily right
lining it
now.
up? There's 2 tenths between them. 1.5, 1 tenth. He pulls to the outside, looking for a way through. He looks to the inside, looks to the outside.
Is he gonna make a move into this corner?
Oh, down into turn 4. Revs goes defensive. Black Project looking for a way through on him. It doesn't open up. Down the hill.
Don't tell me we're gonna see it side by side through 6 and 7 again.
Oh,
Revs shuts the
as
door.
Revs closes the door in a straight line through the sweeper.
That was aggressive.
Will we see an
Revs
opportunistic
really wants
move?
this win.
Revs a little bit compromised. Oh, Black Project can't stick the nose in.
Both
They're going to have
really
to
wants
go
it right
around
now.
again.
The question is, who wants it more? Is it Revs or Black Project?
As we've got just a lap and a half left in this one. Revs on those compromised tyres. Black Project battling to the end to try and find a way through.
Black Project is running out of time.
As they round the final corner to begin the final lap. As Black Project once again doesn't get the drive he wanted. As he's dropping time. Oh, that's not what he needed at this stage of the race. He's really only going to have 2 more overtaking opportunities, and he's dropped the first one before it had even started. 4 tenths between them into the first corner
Dives
of the
on the
final lap.
brakes.
As
Revs goes defensive.
Oh, he loses a bunch of time. Oh, other tyres
But he
gone.
parks him up.
Has he done enough? I think he may have.
It's gonna be
4.5
close though.
tenths between them as they head down towards turn 4. Oh, he
Oh,
shows the nose.
here comes the lunge.
Does
There's
he
a bit
go
of
down the
contact there.
inside? No, he can't quite get it. Oh, he's closer than he ever has been before. Can he get by? Chooses the
Don't tell me we're
outside.
gonna see it.
Revs, oh, he's holding off just about. Through turn 6 and turn 7 and down
Is he gonna do it here? Oh, no, he's
towards the
not.
Titan technical.
Revs is wide. Revs
middle
is
corner.
wide.
Oh, is he going to pull alongside? Revs is so offline.
There's a cutback.
Oh,
There's
Black
a cutback.
Project.
Oh,
He's so close. He
compromised,
can't
but-
quite get the drive out of the corner. He's going to have one more opportunity. He needs to get a good run out of here. Down the hill. 3.5 tenths. He had
Black
a
Project
huge
has a tag slapper.
That may be it.
I think that might be it.
I think it's all done. Into the final corner. 6 tenths separates them. As
Yeah,
they
that's
head
it.
up the hill now.
Black Project.
Oh,
Black Project
does
was
he
a
get
bit
good
wide there.
drive? He does. It's going to be a drag race down to the line. Oh, I think Revs has done enough. Does he win? I think he does. Half a second in
He
it.
does this.
What a drive.
The Peugeot
Revs takes
RCZ
P1
wins.
for Datsun Racing. Black Project P2.
And
And
14
bump
seconds
crack.
down the road.
Will be in P3 and he will complete the podium.
And now we have another battle for P8. We're not quite done just yet. It's Kincaid versus Rudsey for P8.
As Grovel rounds the final corner and into P4. Next will be Keza in the BSR car. Sixth place will go to Super Fun Happy. And I think VF is going to hold on to P7. Yes, he does. By narrow margins over Kincaid. P7 VF. P8 is Kincaid. Ninth is Rudsey, so he's had a massive drop off at the end there. P10 for Daz.
His tires
11th
are
is
gone.
Madrick. Carbon Boy is neck and neck with Greggs, and he gets it done. And the boss,
And
after a
then
heroic drive
boss.
at the season opener, he is going to come home in P14. A huge disappointment
what-
for him.
It's what could have been.
Yeah, absolutely.
What could have been for the boss.
I think ultimately it just comes down to the fact that he made a couple of mistakes. He had the opportunity to get that podium, but yeah, what could have been? P14.
Okay.
Wow,
I need a
what a
breather.
race.
I need a genuine breather after that, because that was cinema. That was some proper cinema from Cat 2A.
That was such a tight finish. It could have gone either way. There was battles up and down the field at the start, at the end. We absolutely loved it. And the winning margin was only 4.5 tenths of a second. So here is the race results for that one, brought to you by Adelaide Ceramic Coatings. Revs takes P1, Black Project P2, Bumcrack 3rd, Grovel 4th, Keza 5th, Superfun Happy in 6th, VF 7th, King Cabe in 8th, Rudsey in 9th, Daz 10th, Madrick 11th, Carbon Boy 12th, Greg's 13th, and the boss comes home in 14th, but he does get a consolation prize in the fastest lap of the race, so he does pick up an extra point. But wow. So who's your driver of the day there, Boy Begum?
I don't know, to be honest. All of them had some really good drives. But I'd say it probably may as well have been Grovel. Like, if I run it back and check out the hold on. If I run it back and check out the qualifying, he's made up 6 positions.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a pretty decent drive.
Yes. He took all. I have no words. I have no words. A lot of them could have been driver of the day because all of them just made opportunities and took them when they arose. Like, hats off. That's all I can say. Hats off to everybody.
Yeah, it was a pretty good race. I mean, there's so many drivers that the driver of the day could go to. I think my driver of the day is going to go to Bumcrack. But I do echo what a couple of the guys are saying in chat. There's a couple of guys saying driver of the day for Revs, and honestly, I respect that because that was an admirable drive to take P1. But yeah, I think that could have gone either way in the end there. You run that race 10 times and you're going to get 10 different results in the end. Like, that was just absolutely spectacular.
Properly
But such a
entertaining.
tight
Properly.
race in the end there between the top two. And I think Bumcrack, he did such a good job to come back in the late stages of the race there. I think he was P7 at the first pit stop. He sort of got shuffled down the order, but he held on to it and he fought through, and yeah, great job. A lot of people in the chat as well saying for Keza. Keza, at some stage of that race, he was down in P13, P14. So to come back for a P5 is just great stuff for Keza. So yeah, lots of honourable mentions for driver of the day, and lots of different drivers that are well deserving of it. So yeah. Anything else before we sign things off tonight, Boy Begum? I guess not. Well, thanks for coming out tonight, everybody. It's been a great race. Great night of racing. Obviously, we couldn't do it without all of you guys showing up. If you haven't already, make sure to smash the like button. But yeah, we wouldn't be able to do it with all the drivers' teams and everyone who comes out to support it on a night like tonight and enjoy some extraordinary racing. So thanks for coming out, everybody. So I think that's everything we've got for tonight. If you join us next week, we're back here at Interlagos once again for Category 1, round 2 of Category 1, which is Boxer Beauty and APR Automotive. should be a good night of racing. I'm looking very forward to that. Very excited for what that one brings. So you have Carbon Boy in the comms box, plus a couple of race directors. I haven't checked the schedule, so I don't know who they are, but I just know there are a couple of race directors. But yeah, that's all for us this evening. So we'll catch you all next time. So Lenosis and Boybgum signing things off for Category 2, Round 2 at Interlagos. We'll see you all next week. Hello everybody, welcome back to Sector 1. We are here tonight for some Category 1 racing action around Palisades Village.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip, and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, oh. And this is just the beginning, I need a big change, only feels like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it, how you gonna move for it, what you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it, how you gonna move for it, what you gonna be?
Oh my!
Oh no! No! You can't do that!
Just seen that steering wheel. What's that do?
Fuzzy is somehow keeping it on the track surface. The spectacular drive, and he will take his first win in the top flight of Sector 1.